Today we're going to take a closer look at my favorite semiconductor company, Nvidia. We are going to do a quick update of what's happening in the past few months with this company in form of price targets, in form of graphics cards, and the overall market sentiment that we're seeing right now. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment for free Discord, free tech channel, and so much more. So let's get started.
I do want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and make sure to check out fool.com/Jose to get the top 10 stocks to buy right now.
So let's take a quick look at price. Right now Nvidia is sitting at $166 and it's down about 2.4% for the day. If we take a closer look at the past month, right, shows how volatile the market is. There have been days where Nvidia is down a nice amount, and there have been days when Nvidia is up a nice amount. But in the past month or so, the stock is only down roughly 1.5%. So this is definitely a crazy volatile time, but we can see the stock is pretty much just on a sideways move. So before we go any further, I just want to remind investors that, hey, Nvidia's upcoming quarter is not expected to be released until August 24th, so about a month from now. So the first thing of news that I want to take a closer look at is Nvidia. Some of their higher prices cards keep falling, and some investors might find this as a very bearish sentiment. I obviously think it's bearish, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it seem. So let's start off with the 3090 Ti. We can see originally it was priced at $2,000. Now it's about $550 off, sitting at $1,450. So let me just say, yes, that is a huge decrease in price, but that's not the price reduction we're seeing in a lot of their cards. The biggest price reductions are usually on the higher tier cards like the 3090 Ti and the 3090. And I do want to say, even your kind of hardcore gamers, it's very limited amount of users that are going to be paying over $1,000 for a graphics card. So we can see the biggest kind of demand shift at the moment is being seen in the most expensive cards, which are usually not mass produced to the crazy extent as some of the lower tier cards. Now if we take a closer look at a more consumer friendly card, the 3070, this one, when I started looking at prices about a month and a half ago, was sitting at about $600. Now we can see this one is sitting at about $550. So definitely has seen a price reduction, but nothing too crazy. I do want to say MSRP for the 3070 is $499, so still kind of sitting above that MSRP. And I'm not saying that Nvidia is not going to lose the consumer market revenue. I do believe that is the case. All I'm saying is right now, I do believe kind of analysts and kind of all these headlines make it seem like it's a lot worse than it really is. And also, if you are curious on what stocks I have on my watch list this week, make sure to check out this video up here. Some other things impacting Nvidia, we can see most recently yesterday, Barclays maintained their overweight position on Nvidia, but lowered their price target to $200. Previously was $295. So again, we continue to see analysts being a little bit bearish on Nvidia, especially in the short term. But remember, that's what analysts are doing. They're looking for the next 12 months. And in the next 12 months, I do believe the stock can be very volatile with the overall consumer market and the macroeconomic headwinds. In the long term of things, I'm still very bullish. And for me, I have no intentions of needing any of the money in my portfolio within a year, within 2 years, maybe within 3 years. So for me, I do believe my money will do pretty well in my Nvidia investments. Now taking a look outside of the consumer market, we did have two great earnings last week, ASML and TSM, I believe last week and the week before, and they both mentioned some impressive things that I want to say Nvidia investors should be happy about. First, TSM mentions that their second quarter revenue was driven by high performance computing. That means cloud and data centers, Internet of Things, and automotive demand. They do mention moving into the third quarter, they expect their leading industry 5 nanometer and 7 nanometer technologies to continue to lead that growth. Again, that's data centers, gaming, and all these kind of other high emerging markets. So I do believe that's bullish because if we take a closer look at Nvidia's market, we can see data center is very important. Even though the automobile industry is small, I do believe this is one that is going to expect to grow within the year or so. And also that Internet of Things, because they are going to be sharing a lot of kind of robotic solutions that might go well and might kind of overall improve the auto market as well. Now, if we take a closer look at ASML, they mentioned that their customers are seeing a strong growth driven by global megatrends in automotive, again, high performance computing, that's that clouding, and green energy transition. Unfortunately, we did mention that there are some bad news. About 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I kind of talked about this, how the worldwide PC shipment fell 15.3% in the second quarter of 2020. do. So this is kind of more in the consumer market. Again, the consumer market is a big portion of Nvidia, the gaming market, right? And less PCs being shipped out means less graphics cards being shipped out, which means less revenue for gaming segment for Nvidia. And like I mentioned, I don't believe Nvidia is unstoppable or can't get hurt with the current market. I do believe the consumer market will continue to see maybe some form of volatility for Nvidia's guidance and maybe their most recent earnings. But in the long term of things, I do believe there's so much tailwind happening in these emerging markets like data center, autonomous driving, Internet of Things, e-commerce, fintech, healthcare, cybersecurity, that there is almost no doubt in my mind that Nvidia will be a strong winner within the next 5 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.